Hello and welcome to Learn One Soul. This time we need to use obstacle avoidance sensor to make Qbot follow the obstacles. It's a very interesting gameplay. Let's get started and transfer to Arduino mode. First we need to drag this module, and then because we need to use obstacle avoidance sensor, so this two module is necessary. You can see this one is obstacle avoidance sensor 1 has a detected obstacle, and this is sensor 2 has detected obstacle. So let's consider different situations. If these two sensors detected the obstacle ahead, we should make Qbot stop running, because otherwise Qbot is going to hit the obstacle ahead. And if these two sensors don't detect obstacle ahead, of course Qbot can move forward because there's no obstacle ahead. So let's begin with situation 1. We need to use this end to connect these two modules, you can see. And this is if obstacle avoidance sensor 1 detects obstacle and obstacle avoidance sensor 2 detects obstacle, then Qbot needs to stop running. So let's find these two modules and set the speed to 0, just like this. And let's consider other situation. Now if sensor 1 don't detect obstacle and sensor 2 don't detect obstacle, what will happen? We can make Qbot move forward. And when you put this module into this judgment condition, and it become obstacle avoidance sensor 1 didn't detect obstacle. So this is the situation we want, just like this. And we also need to set the speed of motor to 30. Of course, the value can be adjusted according to realistic situation. And this is the situation 2. Let's consider other situation. If sensor 1 didn't detect obstacle, but sensor 2 detects obstacle ahead, what will happen? And that means sensor 2, because sensor 1 corresponds to the sensor on the left side of Qbot, and sensor 2 corresponds to the sensor on the right side of Qbot. So if sensor 2 detects obstacle, and that means sensor 2 is closer to the obstacle, so we can make Qbot turn right to make sensor 1 closer to the obstacle. And that means the speed of motor 2. And that means the speed of motor 1 should be faster than the speed of motor 2, which is on the right side. And let's consider the last situation. We can just duplicate this module. And now if sensor 2 didn't detect obstacle, but sensor 1 detects obstacle, and that means sensor 1 is closest to the obstacle. So we can make Qbot turn left to make sensor 2 closer to the obstacle. That means the speed of motor 2 should be faster than the speed of motor 1. So we should change the speed. And this is the 4 situations. We also need to loop run this project. Just add the forever repeat module is okay. So we have already finished this project. Just save it in Qbot. Name it as checking. And this is the end of today's program. See you next time.